So Allison, I know that it can be somewhat intimidating to ask a guy out to formal. Have you ever had any success with this?
Absolutely. My senior year, I decided last minute I wanted to go to the dance. Called my friend Jacob, and I asked him, and he said yes. Really simple, very painless.
If she can ask me out in English, in Japanese, and in Korean.
A passionate declaration of love in front of all my guy friends.
Homemade food, I would have to say.
There should be the giving of kittens and puppies to each other.
Keith! Hey, I have a question for you. What would be one way a girl can get you to say yes to her for the formal?
Well, I like Romeo and Juliet, right? So, she got on one knee, right? My hand's a little wet, I'm sorry. And then she said, Keithio, oh Keithio, would thy Keithio go without to formal?
Well, I'm looking for a spiritual girl, so I would need a direct word of prophecy from the Lord.
What would a girl have to do to get you to say yes, though? Because I feel like girls don't usually ask. What would she have to do?
Well, I'd really be impressed if a girl would just to be original and be herself.
Okay. See, I feel like it needs to be a little more extreme. Like, I would want a girl to, like, get all my closest friends together in, like, some secluded spot in the woods, write out, like, will you go with me in gasoline, light it on fire, and leading up to a huge bonfire. Then I'd say yes. Other than that, I feel like I'm not impressed.
She would make me a nice, delicious cheesecake.
Well, the gym's pretty important to me, so I would want it to be able to bench press more than me. I think she would have to say what you need to say.
Like the song.
What you say. A.
This would convince me to say yes.
If she gave me NASCAR tickets.
I think if Elise were to ask me, I would want her to ask me in the fitness center. While I'm lifting, benching, or whatever I'm doing, curling, anything, come in and, like, if she had protein or like a pre-workout supplement or anything like that, and just come in and was like, hey babe, will you go to formal with me? Oh, I'd be like, oh, babe, yeah, I will. That would win my heart, definitely.
I think first I would ask her to give me her resume, and I would look it over first just to make sure her GPA was just above average, and then, no, I'm just kidding. Actually, I think the best way for a girl to approach me would just to come up honestly and just ask me, would you want to go to the formal?
It's not a big deal to ask someone a question. You're just asking a question. You're asking if someone wants to do something fun with you. It just happens to be formal this time around. So, do not be afraid to ask a boy. You know it.
Sadie Hawkins dance in my khaki pants. There's nothing better. Girls ask the guys, it's always a surprise. There's nothing better, baby, do you like my sweater? Sitting in the back of my next class now.
Hey ladies, don't forget that you have a chance to win 2 free tickets to this year's spring formal. You've heard what the guys had to say, and you've seen our video. Now it's time to grab a camera and show us how you would ask a guy to formal. Be creative. We want to see what you come up with. The videos need to be submitted to me, Kelsey Harding, and my Eagle Mail account, kh165@eagle.pbu.edu by noon on Monday the 19th. That's the Monday that we get back from spring break. The videos also need to be submitted in one of the following formats: .mp4, .mpeg, or .mov encoded with H.264. The winner will be announced on the following Wednesday, which is our Sadie Hawkins Day. So get to work and have an awesome spring break.
The Sadie Hawkins dance in my khaki pants. There's nothing better.